I'm Father Lampy.
And I'm Father Schumacher. And we are the Associates.
We have a special edition of Ask the Associates.
And the Deacon.
And the Deacon. In today's episode, I, an associate, am going to ask the other associate a question. So here's my question. What are you doing?
Well, there are various ways of answering that question. I think everyone needs a little bit of whimsy in their life. What's more whimsical than an igloo? So, since we have snow for about 24 hours longer, I decided to build an igloo and prepare my Sunday homily while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so I made an igloo with the help of some friends.
You're welcome.
And the Deacon.
So, earlier there was actually a conversation about igloos and how they are able to work as insulators. Would you like to reiterate our conversation about that?
Sure. If I get the chance, I'm going to try to sleep in it. And people are always surprised at that. They're like, isn't it cold? I'm like, well, not really. And they're surprised by that. So, an igloo, of course, is made of ice. It's made of snow. But the snow actually keeps the wind out. So it's a perfectly, still box, right? But you still say, well, isn't it like sitting in a freezer? And actually, not really that either. If you're inside of it, then you're producing heat, and the snow itself acts as an insulator. People don't really know this, but this is kind of cool, that air itself is actually a good insulator. The reason that wind feels cold is because it's moving. But if the air isn't moving, and you've felt this on a hot St. Louis summer day, it's hot. And so air is not hot or cold necessarily, but if it's not moving, then it's not taking heat away from you very quickly. So all the bubbles of air inside this snow, inside this block, are not moving. They're not transferring heat, and so once you're inside, you heat it up to 40 degrees, 50 degrees. You're inside a sleeping bag, and you're in your winter clothes, and it's warmer than it is out here. So. And it melts very slowly on the inside, so it won't collapse on your head, at least in my very brief experience.
Yes, and so like he was saying, the way that it works is we've got all these tiny little pockets of air that aren't moving, and the air is terrible at thermal conductivity, which means it traps the warmth. It's a good insulator rather than exchanging with that temperature or moving that heat out or away from a person. It traps it in. So we should probably make some sort of theological analogy or something about this. Any ideas?
God designed a pretty cool world. I mean, why do we find the world interesting and fun? And why is there snow? Why should there be snow? I don't know. God thinks snow is pretty cool. And he gave it to us so we could think it's pretty cool. I think of God the Creator as having these great ideas. I mean, better ideas than any of us ever have. And just being so excited to show them to us. That's why we think snow is beautiful. And as Father Molini will say, snow is beautiful because it reminds me that it's cold, so I can admire it from my bay window instead of going outside and finding out that it's cold. Yeah, no, the world is just a beautiful place, and it's good to make sure you get out and enjoy it.
Absolutely. So God the Creator is awesome. He created awesome things like snow and gives us the opportunity to admire not only its beauty, but also its properties and the great creation that He has given us, and allows us to partner with Him and His creation to further creation, such as like building an igloo. So thank you for joining us for this special edition of Ask the Associates.